Hi, Joe Glavin with City Floor Supply. Today we're in our repair shop and we're in the area where we test our sanders after we repair them. And today we're going to demonstrate the new Oneida Vortex, the Cobra, and the Dust Deputy. And what they did with the Vortex system is they lowered the height of the unit. It's also made from the non-conductive plastic so that it's lighter. You can now see over the machine very nicely. So you can see the front of the machine like you would if there were a bag on it. Probably even better since this is a little bit off to the side. The Cobra system, the beauty of this is it's a 35-gallon steel drum tank lined with a plastic liner. It's 200 CFMs. And what that allows to happen, 200 CFMs, think about this. If you were to use a regular tank vac at 20 feet of hose, you would have to have 2 to 4 inch diameter hose, only 20 feet worth, to get that same extraction. When you combine, and that would be directly off of your old dust pipe like this. If you were to combine the Vortex with that, you get 2 inch of hose, and you could put it on 100 feet of hose to get back to this unit or the Festool unit with the Dust Deputy on it. So the system and the engineering behind the system is spot on. It's going to allow great dust pickup. It's going to keep a continuous flow from your sander pickup through the dust fan, out the pipe, and clean air coming out of this HEPA filter. So all of the filtration systems in this assembly here are HEPA. So let's take a look at it. The unit I have here obviously is an 8-inch Hummel from Lagler, and what we have done is taken off the standard handle assembly. We have transferred the knob handles onto the handle assembly from Oneida. We took the control rod off and attached it to the Oneida system and the handles. Very simple. This allows us to use the Vortex, and all of the other controls from the original handle assembly are usable on the new unit. So as a package, the Vortex, the control handle or handle assembly, and the Cobra come as a unit. The Oneida Vortex is not a vacuum. It's essentially a separator. We have this cone to separate out the dust. It's vacuumed up into the Cobra, and the heavy dust is put into that tank in that bag. The beauty of this is, unlike a bag, when the bag is full to the point where you need to empty it, your capacity of your airflow is completely reduced. I mean, it's ridiculous. The air then pushes the fine dust out through this cotton fiber. So the fine dust that's getting through here would now be captured by this HEPA filter. So while it's not a vacuum, it allows for continuous pickup. Where you're minimized here, you're not here. Continuous airflow all the way through to a 35-gallon tank. So the main part of the Oneida dust system when you're using it for a floor sander with the Vortex is the Dust Cobra. And the Dust Cobra is going to produce almost 250 CFMs, and it's 110 volts, single phase, which is fantastic. So we're going to get enough airflow combined with the Vortex through 2 inches of hose. It comes with 50 feet of hose. You can go out to 100 feet of hose, this size hose, with this unit. Not only do we have that, there's a sensor for when the tank is full to empty the bag. This unit at 35 gallons on the steel drum with this bag in it will collect about 65 pounds of wood flooring dust. Think about how many bags of dust that is from a standard handle assembly. All right, let's sand with it. As we sand with the Lagler Hummel, with the Vortex unit on it from Oneida, remember that these 8-inch sanders, 5 horsepower, even this is an 80 grit belt on here, the drum speed, RPM wise, is close to 4,000. I mean, it's a violent action, right? It wants to throw dust anywhere. Now, the vacuum fan assembly on the Hummel is going to help contain that. And this is going to allow that pass-through air to get from here, clean air out the HEPA filter into the dust Cobra. And take a look at what's left. I've put some dust on the floor to exaggerate what kind of suction power the unit has. Just 110 volts, 50 feet of hose. So I'm going to leave the vacuum running while I talk over it so you can hear how quiet it is. At 250 CFM, that unit, 110 volts, single phase, left no dust behind. And again, that's with this separator, the Vortex. So we just finished sanding, and before we take a look in to see what was collected in the bag in the 35-gallon steel tank, we're going to pulse clean the filter inside, the pleated filter that is HEPA. And to do that, when we have the vacuum on, we're going to lift this handle up, which closes the valve, and then all we do is hit the pulse. So that'll help us clean the filter. But take a look inside here at our dust pickup. So as you can see, all of this dust easily contained in a bag. Wrap it up, tie it, take it out. No reason that these size bags at 35 gallons and 65 pounds shouldn't do a very large house. Several cuts, low grits all the way up through fine grits. So great system, great dust collection, no dust left behind. The Cobra and the Vortex. The Oneida Cobra, Dust Deputy, and Vortex are all available for purchase or rent at cityfloorsupply.com.